CEO makes workers pay for their mistake. I can't say what company because of reasons. But I am livid for my partner. Long story short, their CEO made a dumb mistake this year. One they were told was a mistake. And it cost the company a ton. Their solution to this was, instead of taking a small pay cut that would have literally been barely anything for them and helped the company immensely, to instead freeze yearly raises as well as cut yearly bonuses by 50%. It's not even subtle at this point. It's just, yeah, I did that. What can you do about it? Quote, just makes me sick. Sounds like it's time for your partner to organize with their colleagues and collectively agree to lower their output by 50% until compensation is raised. This is definitely something to organize around, whether through a union or taking action informally. Flyers explaining what has happened would be useful. Had a similar thing the other year. Company-wide bonus scheme was calculated wrong and was essentially overpaid. Company mistake. Solution? Reduce the bonus scheme the following year to compensate, where decidedly more people were eligible. Fucked us over. But Big Boss? He still got his. All you're doing is helping them by not naming the company. Just saying. I hope there's a place in hell for companies like this. The second best manager I ever had. A very French man named Louis Vattel at Motorola Austin once destroyed an upper management proposal that was a disaster in the making at the meeting where it was being rolled out, by saying in his very French accent, "Yes, you can do that. You have J authorité. But you will be wrong." Quote, not that this will be applicable in many situations, but I offer it here for one and all to use should it ever be necessary or useful to your personal situation. Say it in the worst French accent possible for greatest effect. Credit Monsieur Vattel for this wonderful contribution to managing managers. A couple gigs ago, the company I was working for was having multiple quarters of posting losses. Some of them quite substantial. Executives announced a return to profitability bonus. When we hit it, there was rejoicing amongst the rank and file. However, it later came out that the numbers had been cooked, and the earnings would need to be restated. There were rumors that the executives were seeking to claw back the bonus from the rank and file. Needless to say, those rumors didn't go over well. They never clawed back the bonuses for the rank and file, although some execs did have their bonuses clawed back. But pay raises were still out the window. Even my dad, who is a boomer through and through, is starting to realize how messed up this current generation of leaders are. Privatize profits, socialize losses. The American corporation way. Welcome to capitalism. They could solve a lot of problems by cutting CEO pay and stop stock buybacks and invest in workers. But why would they when they can grind everyone to dust and enjoy the money themselves? Due to a budget error, my employer canceled our state's new sick time law. There is a reason we need so many laws that pretty much states that companies are required to stop raises and bonuses from the top of the corporate pyramid, and they have to work their way down to the bottom of the pyramid. And by that time, the company would have cut pay for pretty much everyone else. It should never be the people at the bottom of the pyramid that have to deal with the screw-ups towards the top. People in that position of power will never relinquish any sort of funds willingly. They would always cut the funds of others before they take any sort of pay cut. Unions are the literal only way to fight them the bulk of the time, and is why they work hard to union bust, which is illegal, but is constantly swept under the rug, as they know they can't get away with doing things like this without severe consequences. and means they also have less control. Oahohu, would I have fun with that? Mistakes, all over the place. Fuck you, jackass CEO. Well, two options here spring to mind. Mass quitting or collective bargaining. Same thing, but one might lead to a resolution and better pay. Sadly, this is very typical. Ours is in a rage this week too. We are frozen as well since the past 2 years were very good and it's slowed down. I'll never understand the evil and selfishness of people like that. Bonuses at my corporation went out the window 4 years ago. 4% raises every year instead of the 10% it needs to be to keep up with call. Corporations just suck. We need unions in every single one of them. Downvote now. The mantra of most unions should be, negotiate with us, or we'll become your competition.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.